So the question is, why don't people keep living the way they did before climate change? And that's just about the most important question you can ask, so thank you. There are two reasons why people can't go back to the way things were. Firstly, climate change makes the way we live just much more chaotic than it used to be. Unfortunately, it doesn't just impact plants and animals, it impacts humans as well. It means that because of more extreme weather events like bushfires and flooding and droughts, even the way that we lived 50 years ago in Australia is much, much more difficult to go back to. The way that we've built our houses and our roads, our bridges, our cities, all kinds of things, was for a different time, a different climate. Because of these more extreme weather events, because of higher temperatures, because of less predictability, the standards that we had in place for how things have been designed just doesn't really hold up for today. So whether we like it or not, we've already needed to start making a lot of changes. And it doesn't just sort of end at built things either. It even goes down to food and other products, because these more extreme weather events are making the way we source our food, well, harder. So as it actually turns out, making the changes we need to reduce climate change as much as possible right now is much cheaper and much easier than letting all of these changes continue and get worse. And that's the second point for why we can't go back, which is that if we try to keep living the way that we have been, unfortunately, climate change is going to get much, much worse. But fortunately, when we talk about needing to change the way we live, that doesn't mean we need to give up all of the wonderful progress that we've made in recent years. It means that we need to think smarter about designing our environments that we're living in. So for people like us, that can be using public transport more, eating food that's locally grown or growing our own food. And for governments and large businesses, it means sourcing more and more electricity from renewable energy, like solar power from the sun, or wind power from wind turbines. And if we actually do it right, this effort to really reduce climate change can actually realign some other problems that we've been having and how we've been living. Because some of these solutions I've just mentioned, like cleaner eating, for example, locally grown foods, and having cleaner air quality by polluting less, means that we have an opportunity not just to pollute less and to reduce climate change, but to live healthier and to lead happier lives. If we can get that